Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been on my channel for a while, you know that my favorite console of all time is the Gamecube. It has some of my favorite games of all time. It was the first console I ever got when I was a little kid, brand new, because we got it on Black Friday on sale. And it's been long rumored that we might get Gamecube added to Nintendo Switch Online. And once again, I think that actually might be happening. So let's just go ahead and get right into this video. I know what you're thinking. Is he going to fall for another leak online? And I'm here to tell you, I will not. I repeat, I will not be falling for another Gamecube leak online. I mean, what do you want me to do, man? I'm only human, right? I get excited when these things pop up. So before we get started, if you could hit a like and subscribe, it would truly mean the world to me. And let's just go and get right into this video. So I mean the Gamecube. Like, at the time, you have to remember, it's not like it was now. At the time, it was not looked at fondly. And the only reason I think I got the Gamecube when it first came out is because of how cheap it was. All my friends had an Xbox or a PS2, but I had the Gamecube. I didn't really care because I've always been a Nintendo fan, so I was having a great time with my little Gamecube. It has such a strong library of games. And it is cool, you know, we're seeing a lot of these games pop up on the Switch, but they're being sold at full price, $60. Some of them are being remastered. There's actually quite a few Gamecube games that are straight ports on the Switch. I don't think a lot of people know that. Kind of some underrated little hidden gem Gamecube games. But there's been a bunch of rumors and leaks saying that Gamecube is going to come to Nintendo Switch Online. And from a business perspective, I'm like, I can see it both ways. You know, like, they can make a bunch of money reselling these games full priced, but then they can make a bunch of money adding Gamecubes to Nintendo Switch Online and getting a bunch of subscription money, so it could really go either way. I think we've seen a patent for a Gamecube controller maybe the beginning of this year, sometime in the last year at least, but we've seen a patent for a new Gamecube controller from Nintendo. And why would they do that when there's only like a handful of Gamecube games? Well, maybe because Gamecube is coming to Nintendo Switch Online, and every single time we have a Nintendo Direct, we're like, hey, is it gonna happen this time? And it hasn't happened yet, but never say never, right? And now today, we have another update that kind of points that this could happen. So here's a post from a day ago. Gamecube possibly coming to Nintendo Switch Online. A user on Family Boards, Luigi Blood. Luigi Blood? Mario Crip? Whoa, it's all making sense now. Posted some customs shipping data. I thought this meant custom, but they're talking about customs. Like the stuff that, you know, you ship something to the country, it has to go through customs. In this was discovered to be possible references to a Gamecube controller with similar codenames and parts to previous Nintendo Switch Online controllers. Another user, LIC, backed this up, but both users still had reservations about what this means. Even though this is coming from public shipping data, blah blah blah, they're gonna put rumor, which is respectable. So something that's very interesting about this is they have the sources posted here, right? So you're like, hey, Robot Joe, click the sources, we wanna see it. But I have clicked both sources, like the links and the post are now hidden for only like users of that group on the Family Boards. So when that happens, it actually makes me think this is something legit, because they're like hiding it from Nintendo. That way Nintendo can't come in there and like strike it all down. I have said it a million times. I think a lot of us said it. That last Nintendo Direct, you know, we felt like, hey, this is the last big Direct for the Nintendo Switch, but I don't think that's the case. I think September now will be the last time we get a Direct. Like, Nintendo's not going to go the whole rest of the year without having a Direct before holidays. You know what I mean? It's now July, we had the Direct in June. They're just going to have 6 more months of just, hey, this is it. And then when the holidays come up, you know, hopefully you remember everything we talked about. And then we don't have like any holiday games and stuff. I'm thinking September, that's when the Zelda Switch Lite comes out. That's when Echoes of Wisdom comes out. And I think that would just set us up until March, basically. So that actually makes perfect sense to me. This is the time to get people hooked on the Switch for like another 6 months. So September comes around, you have some more games coming out, you say what's happening this holiday, and you add Gamecube to Nintendo Switch Online. And then it's like you could have the original versions of all these games, like Metroid Prime 1 and Wind Waker and all this other stuff. And then you could obviously sell the remastered versions of those games, and people would buy either one, or people would play either one. Nintendo also said that they want the Switch, and the Switch 2 to be seamless transfers, like using your Nintendo Switch Online account. So it doesn't make sense for Nintendo to build up Nintendo Switch Online, and then when the Switch 2 comes, like, hey, you know, we're doing something else differently now. That doesn't make sense. So why not build up Nintendo Switch Online now, and then when people go to the Switch 2, they just keep their accounts. Nintendo has money already coming in from Nintendo Switch Online accounts. And yeah, for Gamecube coming to Nintendo Switch Online, seeing this and a bunch of other stuff, I'm pretty optimistic. And then quickly, before we get out of here, BioShock, one of the greatest franchises of all time. I'll say something a little controversial. The first two didn't do it for me. BioShock Infinite, I love it. I've played it twice. It's actually one of my favorite experiences on the Switch. So I would like some more BioShock. And it's been a very long time since a BioShock game has came out. And we have a small update today for BioShock 4. I can't remember what it was, if it was an Xbox event or the PlayStation event. But they showed off a game from the BioShock people, and I was like, holy shit, BioShock 4, this looks amazing. But then it was another game entirely. That game doesn't look bad. I can't think what it's called. Oh, I think this might be it right here, Judas. Judas, I was like, okay, that looks very BioShock-y, but where's BioShock 4? And yeah, we have an update. BioShock 4 gets encouraging update. BioShock 4 developer Cloud Chamber is ramping up hiring. This turn of events serves as an encouraging update for fans who are concerned about the future of BioShock 4 in light of 2K's recent cost-cutting efforts. The fourth entry in the long-running series of narrative-driven, first-person shooter RPG hybrids was originally announced in December 2019. So even though it's been since 2019 since we've got a real update, we have to cut them some slack. This was right before the pandemic happened, so I'm sure that kind of halted everything. BioShock 4 production appears to be ramping up. No fewer than 31 such new listings have just appeared on the developer's official website. We have many positions open across a variety of disciplines including art, animation, engineering, design, narrative, and production. We are working on a really awesome project and our studio is remote friendly. And yeah, check out the jobs here. So maybe somebody watching this video has one of those skills, and maybe you like BioShock. So you should go and apply for one of those jobs, and then you can tell me inside information, and then I can tell my audience. Yes, very nice. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about all this information? Did you ever play a GameCube? Do you like the GameCube? Do you not like the GameCube? If you don't like the GameCube, what the hell is wrong with you? And are you a fan of BioShock? In the comments below, start a conversation. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you could. I would really appreciate a follow. And I think at the end of this week, Friday or Saturday, I'll start promoting it like Wednesday or something. But I'm finally going to have that 10,000 subscriber stream. We're going to do some giveaways and stuff. So be on the lookout for that. But you guys know me. I'll see you soon with a new video. Peace out.